Meghan thought she was smart, but turned out to be just a puppet in the eyes of news hunters. Meghan's weakness is money. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you again. How is the weather today where you are? Anyway, the most important thing is that you are still here listening to the information I share. It doesn't take much of your time. Help me press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Now let's get to the main thing. In your opinion, what is the purpose of Oprah Winfrey's interview with Meghan Markle? Do you agree that to raise her and Harry's profile, the only way they could do that was to give a bombshell interview and spear the royals? I think interview is stretching it, like Oprah never challenged any of their twaddle or asked any awkward questions that may have diluted the impact of the interview. She needed it as much as they did. It was a long wine festival. In the Meghan world, she has her opinion, but if anyone doesn't agree with it, they are being racist. We can only guess at the purpose of the interview with Oprah Winfrey. Seemingly, Meghan felt she was badly done to by members of the royal family or members of the Queen's household. But just like the tacky person she is, she does not give names. So what was the point of her comments? The Archbishop of Canterbury even had to make a public statement in response to Meghan's lie that she and Harry had been married 3 days before the televised ceremony. This did not harm the royal family, but highlighted what we already knew. I see her as a sad figure who has issues regarding her own identity. Egg straightening her natural, frizzy hair, filling in forms, and describing her ethnicity as Caucasian. There are pictures of her as a child, very different to her pictures now regarding hair, and so on. As a narcissist, she loves to be the victim. She thinks we are all stupid and that we don't see the truth through her blatant lies. Maybe one day she will understand how wrong she is, but I doubt it. I was angry and thought, does Meghan not have a brain? Paid for by the British public, and was the most expensive royal wedding. To show thanks to her, not one British tradition was included. She refused to abide by protocol, even defying the Queen by wearing green on Commonwealth Day. She refused to wear tights and not cross her legs. So I do think that the place should have put the foot down before any marriage, as Meghan thought nobody could stop her. And she was right to quote Prince William, that bloody woman. Unfortunately, for the royal family, yes, they did give some concessions to Harry and Meghan. The Queen adores Harry, and in this yes, they did let her attend some things before the marriage. They may have done this since they wanted Harry to be happy, and with all the finger-pointing about how stringent the rules were. This was nice to see. Meghan is the sole perpetrator of not following protocol. Harry knows the rules and should have had a more hands-on approach to helping her. She was also given aides to help her understand the protocol. Funny how they quickly forgot that. I think Harry was quite remiss in not being the one to take a more active role in helping his wife cope. He knows the difficulty that his own mother went through. This shows, I believe, how self-absorbed he is, not caring initially to help out, allowing Meghan to steamroll over staff and family members, Catherine and her daughter, the infamous wedding fittings. Telling his family whatever Meghan wants, she gets. The Queen finally put her foot down over Meghan's temper tantrum over a crown. Sorry, but nowadays, there are a lot of women wearing white or off-white for weddings. I don't think the adage of white signifying virginity is as common. A lot of people see it as a renewal or sign of a fresh new start. If that is the case, then most of the royals or brides nowadays shouldn't wear white. Just saying, if Catherine, Beatrice, and Eugenie wore white, it wasn't quite the scandal for Meghan. Not going to begrudge someone about what color they want to wear to their wedding on the 2nd or 5th. The royal family has shown considerable restraint in not slamming or showing these two parasites for what they are. They simply don't need to. Harry and his dear sweet Megsy will implode all on their own. I think part of the blame is Harry, after 2 girls refused to marry him. There have to be reasons. Maybe it was royal life. Or it was him, when he met Meghan divided by Rachel. If the rumor is believed that Prince William advised him to slow down and get to know her better, Prince William put his foot down and went full speed. That's more than a bit worrying, and I think he lies. Again, if the reports are to be believed, he asked her to marry him over a chicken dinner, but Meghan says she's vegan. It's the wedding that I think starts to show what Meghan is like. A divorced woman getting married in white in a church, then having a completely American wedding. That's an insult to the British people who paid for the most expensive royal wedding. More expensive than Prince William's. The other really strange thing is she invited people from Hollywood that she didn't know. Most came because it was a royal wedding. None of her family, either from her dad's or her mom's side, was there. Remember, Harry had never met her father. Not long ago, I read that Catherine's family was very close to Prince William, especially her mother, as they brought normalization into his life where he could be himself, knowing that they would not leak anything to the press. A few days later, a similar report emerged regarding Harry and Meghan's mother. Then there is the picture of Prince George's first day at school. How cute was he, with his lovely smiling face, looking confident. Then there was the picture of Meghan texting while carrying her child to school. How dangerous is that? If she tripped and fell, that child would be hurt. We all know that this was posed, as she didn't sue the magazine or the photographer. Then there are the bullying claims from royal staff, people who are highly trained and have worked for the royals for years, with no complaints from or about them, who have lost their jobs and are now in the middle of an investigation because of Meghan. She didn't see them as staff, but as servants. I am just so ashamed of Harry for letting her treat people like this. This is backed up by what happened on the Australian tour, where it is claimed she abused staff and threw a hot cup of tea over a member of staff. This is supported by the governor's wife taking Meghan aside concerning this incident and being told, I believe, F off. Do you know who I am? I think Meghan still thinks the royal family is the same as she read in the history books when they had all the power and what they said got done. I think that Meghan will bite off more than she can chew. Can it be said that Meghan didn't make a single mistake in her interview with Oprah? It was pure evil. Every word she spoke was lie after lie after lie from the minute she opened her mouth. How Harry could sit there and listen to all that tripe about the family he is supposed to love, I just don't know. They said they just wanted a quiet life when they left the royal family. Well, if this is quiet, I wouldn't like them to make a noise. I wish they would just pack up and vanish into the sunset. Not only that, this was a planned, calculated attack on the royal family because she knew they wouldn't stoop to her level and fight back. Whilst she and the sap she's married continue to lie and whine about everything. The royal family has only said recollections may vary and has carried on with dignity. I had to refer to Harry as a sap because any prior respect for him was lost after he Saturday there in silence, allowing those lies to be perpetuated. His falsehoods in his book, the lies in their docuseries, not to mention, he did nothing when she thought herself so endearingly funny with her mocking the Queen. All the lies in his promotional interviews. Faux on-air therapy, the faux car chase in New York City, faux stalkers, and the constant utilization of his mother in an attempt to garner support as well as excuse their atrocious behaviors. In tradition, I felt on a personal level that the interview highlighted an incredibly important issue. The royal family, to me, represents stability, loyalty, and continuity. The UK has had a monarchy since the 10th century, and I believe Elizabeth II is a direct descendant of King Alfred the Great AD 871. Until the interview, it had never occurred to me that the royal family is part of my belief system. It's as if they are in my DNA. When Harry and his wife tried to tear them down with a pack of obvious malicious lies, the ground shifted within me. I felt a burning hot rage, so strong that it was hard for me to comprehend. My feelings towards the royal family became much stronger, and I wanted to defend them against the enemy. As to the pair of liars, my contempt knows no bounds. I cannot bear to see their faces. They make me feel ill. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video. And I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.